What a stunner. We are happy with that. Woo, 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 woo. Right, let's get her back. Morning guys, hope you're well. First session of the year in Wales for me. Look over there, big rock behind me. Just walking along the cliffs to get to my usual spot. Just saw, you know, there was some movement on the back side of it, so there's obviously some other structure. So I've climbed down in a different place today, and we're going to try that out. Today I'm fishing with the bombarder, and I'm going to try the small little tiny eel on the back of that Skerries eel, so we'll see how we get on. Wish me luck. Right guys, here we are. While I was setting my camera up, I've just got my little lure. I'm covered in weed. I'm just going to go out a couple of feet because there's loads and loads of floating weed. Oh, can't stand up. Loads and loads of floating weed here. I'm hoping it's just in the edge. We shall see. So here we go, first cast of the year in the UK anyway. Well, that feels like he's picking up weed. Open hook on this little Skerries eel. Decided to fish the little Skerries eel. One, it's part of my challenge, it's on the list. Two, early part of the year, still in April. Load of weed on that. So hoping that they might be looking for something small. Sweet, or something. It's a sinking bombarder, 20 grams, was it 15? Can't remember what it is now. Water looks pretty clear, apart from the weed. The weed seems to be mainly in the edge, so we can cope with that at the moment. Coming up to high tide. Got about 5 foot on the back of the bombarder. So trying to keep it a reasonable distance from the lure, but still make it castable. More weed on the lure. Come on, you bugger. Another couple of casts here. Oh, I think I saw something pop up then. Looked like maybe it was a seal. Another couple of casts this side of that boulder. Then I'm going to go try the other side. Excuse me. I'm starting my season 3 weeks earlier than normal, so see if we can find an early bass. Right, going to try the other side of this boulder now. Which, to be honest, now I look closely, it's probably the more likely side. Come on, Mr. Bass. Lonely little tiny baby, little tiny sand eel. Come on. You can have it for your dinner. It's an easy meal. Weed every cast at the moment. Floating lettuce. Bit round the end of the rod now. Let's go a bit closer to the rock. Ooh, might have a tangle, that doesn't feel very good. Would be my first so far, about 10 casts in. By no means an expert on the bombarder, but giving it a try. Certainly enabling me to cast this little lure a lot further than I would without it. Which is quite helpful at this state of tide. Very calm here today. Reasonable sized tide, 5 metres I think. I'm looking at this, I'm tempted to put a patch on, but whether we can get them looking up this early in the year. We'll stick with this for a bit, see how we get on. Beautiful morning, end of April. Cold, about 5 degrees. It's not that early, it's only about 8:30 in the morning. Okay guys, nothing at this spot, so I'm going to cast and work. Cast and work? I'm certainly not going to work. I'm going to cast and walk. Right, catch you in a bit. Always looking for some movement, something swirling round. There's going to be something submerged creating that, and we'll get near that. Try again. This bombard is certainly letting me cover more water than I would be able to with just using this little tiny lure. I think it's about 8 grams a lure. Crystal clear the water, crystal clear. So natural colours I think today. Another rock over there, and I know that rock. Kev's caught by that rock, I've never caught by that rock yet. So we'll have a good fish around that when we get up there. I mean, absolutely screaming at me. Top water, but it's April. It's April. Small sand eels. That's what we need, and that's what we've got. Not saying I won't switch later, we're still having no joy. Try a top water. Well, first time that's come back with no weed. We like that. Does seem to be a little bit less as I've made my way down here. That'll all change, I know. My birds are circling around something directly in front of me. I've no idea what. But it's only seagulls, no diving birds, but they seem to be interested in something. Far too far out. I could get anywhere near, even with a big metal. So I'm just going to observe, see if I can see anything. Right, that's a nice cast to come behind this rock. The water's moving right to left, so let's hope there's some bass hanging behind that, seeing what comes past them. Certainly have a few casts here now. I think fishing this early in the year here, you don't know whether there's any bass here or whether they're here in numbers, or unlikely I think that they're here in numbers. But when you fish, you've just got to assume that they're there. You've got to assume they're there. I'm sure there is one or two somewhere. Oh, I'm so tempted to put a patch on. So tempted to put a patch on, but not yet. Not gonna do it. Well, that's a crap cast, and I've got a wrap over the top. Can't say I'm out of practice. Been to Lanzarote a few weeks ago. But not caught a fish, I don't think, since I had that lovely bonito. If you haven't seen that video, oh, what a fish. Go back and have a look. I think it's the last book one film. Thought I saw something jump out then when that hit. Might mark that and zoom in. Something long and thin. I haven't got my glasses on, so might just be my eyes. There might be a gar. I don't think I've ever seen a gar here. I think I've seen one jump actually, but I don't think I've definitely never caught a gar here. I'm sure there'll be some about at times. Little rock to stand on. Catch me a nice big bass. And I'll remember the spot, won't I then, because I'm still on this rock. Oh yes, that's definitely a fish jump there. That's garfish, that is. Why are gars not hitting this lure? Come on, this is one of my challenge lures. Come on, it's a challenge lure. So I got a catch on it, didn't say what it had to be. Come on. Definitely a gar. Definitely a gar. Come on. Let's have a gar. Start the season off. Come on, little sand eel, easy mate. Well, I can't see gars grubbing around on the bottom. They like to chase stuff, so. There's the bloody gar. Right, I'm going to have 3 or 4 more casts here. Then I'm going to put a top water on because I can't wait. Oh, that snapped something, and my float has gone in the water somewhere here. I can see my lure. I have to get my hand wet. Missed it. Got it. So something snapped then. No idea what. My leader at the knot. There we go. Maybe I was standing on it or something. Right, this little Skerry's eel has had a full battery. and still hasn't given me any joy. Well, this is a bit gripless. Let's find a way up here. Let's put the rod down. No. Just get on with it and get up your bell end. Right, we're up. Here we are. Nice vantage point. Let's just spray the cast around and see if we can find any bass. This little lure has had a full battery, which is probably about an hour and 10, I think. So he's not got much left. I'm getting a bit hungry for a fish. Not saying there's any there, but I would normally have changed. Right, got a bit fed up with the little skerries, so put a patch on for a bit. Let's chuck it and see. Go on, Mr. Patch. So basically, I'm just chucking it as far as I can. Well, maybe not putting all my effort in, but good long cast. Straight retrieve. There's some weed beds all around here. Well, from about 30 foot out. So it should be dancing across the top of the rack. It's not showing through. If there's any bass, I'm hoping they're gonna see it. I'll have a munch. Oh, that's getting pulled like that. Felt to get pulled to the right then. If your lure's getting pulled around a bit, it's normally a good place. Unfortunately, that felt like a wind knot then. Come on, Mr. Fishy. There it is. Come on, Mr. Yes, Mr. Patch. Bloody hell. It's come undone at the leader. Second one today. I'm gonna have to swap reels. Something wrong with that line. I've tried 2 different leaders and it's come undone at the knot, even though I keep checking it. Let's have a look. Don't know. Not yet. Time to change reel. I've got a spare reel with me. Lucky not to lose that patch then. I'll have one more cast from up here, then I'm going to have a change again. I'm going to go for metal, I think. Okie dokie, Mr. Patch. Thank you for your efforts. Unfortunately, they weren't good enough. Right, gone for 23 gram black and fluoro seeker. Gonna try a few straight retrieves with that. Feels like it's really working well, that does. That's casting beautifully. Oh shit. I haven't got my waterproof top on because I got too warm. And I got splashed off that rock there. Now all my arms soaking wet. Nice. Oh, you bugger. Got it. Only let that sink for half a second. And it was bump, stuck in the weeds. Let's give me a good gauge of the depth there. None. That soaking then just made me go a bit cold. Oh shit. Ah. Keep it up. Plenty of weed there. I think I need to keep it higher. Battling with the weed there. Try and keep it on top of the weed. Skitting the top. I'm just able to reach some sand, so I'm trying to bounce it around on the sand a bit before I get to the weed, but not overly successful. I'm getting about 3 or 4 bounces on the sand. Before I'm into the weeds, so probably not really worth it. Come on, Mr. Seeker. Let's chuck it and see. Come on, pull through. That's it. Oh dear. Plenty of weed there. Oh, it's a fish. Fish on. Fish on. How strange. It's gone to ground. Maybe that's a wrasse or something. That's really weird. That's really strange. Doesn't feel like a bass at all. What the hell have we got here? Gone to ground again. It's got to be a wrasse. I only had a tiny little wrasse here before. Oh my God. It's not, it's a decent bass. Oh, soaked. Come here, mate. It's a decent bass. It is a... Oh, nearly fell over. Wow, that's a dark fish. And that's a lump. Look at that for a lump. Woo! First bass of the year. Let's get you up, mate. Oof, he's solid as a rock. Wow, look at that beauty. First bass of the year. Felt like a really good solid bass. Dark fish, I reckon he's here a lot, year round maybe. Let's get him measured. First bass of the year. I reckon he's 60. There we go. On the tape, bang on 60. What a lovely fish. Woo! Happy. Right, let's get him washed off. We'll have a good look. We'll put him back. Hope you can see that, guys. That is one fat 60cm bass. First bass of the year for me. First time out, to be fair, on the hunt for a bass. Look at that, 60. What a stunner. We are happy with that. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Right, let's get her back. Look at her. What a beauty. You ready, girl? I think she's ready. Away you go. Oh yes, oh yes, baby. That's upside down. Is that up the right way? Who cares? Yay! Well. She's gone back out there. Whew. Who knows what's happening? I think I'm upside, but I don't care. Upside down, don't care. Leaving it in. Cheers, guys. Let's get back out there. Well, what about that? Fat 60 on a knackered old seeker, just skimming the tops of the weed. Nice and slow. Oh yes. This year I think I'm 2 or 3 weeks earlier than I normally fish. Certainly 2. Although being honest, I think, looking at the colour of him, he's not a visitor. Or she, should I say, is not a visitor. Very dark fish. Very dark fish. And normally here in the summer months, they're all nice bait chasing fish. You know, very silvery. So, hey, maybe I've just dropped lucky and found the odd local, but brilliant. Oh, we're on our way now, that's it. On our way. Fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, that's straight into the weed. It's a little bit shallower out there. A bit shallower out there. For the first part of the retrieve, I need to keep it fairly high. There's like a bar or something. It just seems to go shallow. A little bit. Right, I think it's half an hour since I had that fish. Definitely a lone fish. You could tell really by looking at it, that really dark one. I don't tend to catch those in any numbers. Get a nice fresh silvery one that's come in. He's a crabber, that one. He's a crabber. Alright, last cast, and then I'm going to have some lunch and decide what I'm going to do. There's another spot I want to try, but it's another 2 hours wait, I think, until I can get there. Maybe the tides drop. So, we'll see. I'm going to have some lunch and sit down. Upload me footage. Ooh. You know what? That might have been a touch then. I don't think it was, but it's given me an excuse to have another cast, hasn't it? Right. On the Savage Gear Sandhill pencil, or whatever it's called. It's part of the challenge. Bit concerned I got triple hooks. Got a triple on it. I can't even see it. Where is it? It's there. It's part of the challenge, so we're going to try it. We can avoid the bigger clumps. Can't even see that land. This is actually, it's the 19 gram one. Ooh. And this is one I found on this very beach, in fact. No colour on it at all. It was obviously being washed around. The hooks were gone. So I painted it a bit white and put a stripe down it. And we'll give it a try for a bit. It's just coming to the middle portion of the tide now, so it should be dropping. Oh, that's solid. No, it's not. Didn't feel like weed, it felt like rock. Oh, that's weed. Come on. But brand new hook on it, at least they're sharp, they go through the weed a bit better. If you do hook, they can split the weed, but yeah, I'm struggling with this, trying to work out where there's a sandy patch. Oh, it's fell off. There he is. Little Sandhill pencil. Come on, the challenge is on. Can't even see it land. Weed. I wonder if I could wade past the... No. There's my answer. Looks at the size of that wave there. That's flicked over. I wonder how far I can. Drops quite deep here before it gets shallow again. Let's see how we can go from here. I'd like to be out there, but gotta be realistic, we can't get there. Not yet. Not for an hour and a half probably. To be honest, I'll probably be on my way by now. By then. Unfortunately, that is not a fish. Well, it doesn't really seem to be wavering. Oh, it is. So it's weed. There's a chance it should come. No, I can't fish with this. Not here. Not now. I suppose I could put a single on. Should help it out a bit. Certainly can't go straight out there. Let's try that way. Nah, it's ridiculous, this is. Oh, it's massive! It's huge! It's weed. I think it's getting past this time where this bit is fishable. Still trying. Right, back on the Seeker for a few chucks. That previous fish came to a straight retreat. Which I think I'm going to have to do. Not my usual slow working. Too risky, that is, I think. So it's hit the water, bail over, pull and wind. Spin, stop. Spin, stop. Spin, stop. There's been a little bit of wave action now. Thought it might have brought the fish around, but it's not looking like it. Yet again, I'm confident that that is not a fish. This is becoming very hard work. But the longer I stay here, the easier my walk back will be. But I think I'm done. Last cast. Let's chuck it and see. Ooh. Guys, thanks for watching. Enjoyed that first session. Didn't rain. Looking forward to this year now. It's a good start, that is, for me. 60, very happy with that. Not too sure if that they're in. I don't think they are yet, but I've just been lucky to come across a local, I would say. But anyway, really pleased. Thanks for staying with us over the winter, guys. Hopefully now I'll get back to doing me more regular films, so hopefully once a week if I can. And well, let's see what the season brings. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Tight